For this question, we want to find the rule that describes the piecewise defined function that's in this graph. So in the graph, I can see that these two lines, even though they seem to be connected here, are very different from each other. We have a curve that looks like a parabola, and then a straight line. So that indicates to me what format our rule for the piecewise function is going to come in. It's going to be f of x equals, and since there are two pieces, there'll be two equations, and each equation has a condition that goes with that equation. So I like to start with the conditions first. The conditions are going to be conditions on x. So you want to pay attention to what x values are in each one of the lines. So looking at the straight line, the x starts at -4 and stops at -2. So x is going to be between two numbers. So we're going to write that as x being in between a -4 and a -2. And then you want to pay attention to the endpoints. So you'll notice that this endpoint at the -4 is drawn with a filled-in circle, but the endpoint with the x of -2 is drawn with an open circle. So that means that we are going to put an equal to on the -4, but not on the -2. When we draw a filled-in circle, that point is included, and the equal to in our condition tells us that that endpoint is included. When we don't put the endpoint, when we don't put the equal to, we don't include the endpoint. So this endpoint is not included. Then when we look at the other line, it starts with the same point as the other one and goes till 3. So these x values start at -2 and stop at 3. So x is in between -2 and 3. Looking at the endpoints again, this endpoint is not included, and this endpoint is. So we're going to put an equal to on the endpoint that's included. So that gives us our conditions and tells us when to use each of the equations. Then we want to figure out what are those equations. So for the line, we have 2 points that are on that line, and we should be able to find the equation of the line from those 2 points. So our 2 points are -4, 0 and -2, 4. So we're going to start off by labeling them as x1, y1 and x2, y2. We're going to find the slope, which the formula for that is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That gives 4 minus -4. No, sorry, using the wrong ones there. It's a y of 4 minus a y of 0 over an x of -2 minus an x of -4. That's 4 over -2 plus 4. 4 over 2, and 4 over 2 is 2. So now that we have the slope of the line, we can use our point-slope form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And we'll substitute the slope of 2 and our point into this formula. That's y minus 0 equals 2 times x minus -4. y minus 0 is y. And on the right-hand side, we have x minus negative 4, that's x plus 4. And we can distribute the 2 to get y equals 2x plus 8. So we know the equation of the line is 2x plus 8. So then we want to find the equation of this parabola. And the equation of the parabola is going to be x squared. This is our x squared graph. So that gives us our piecewise defined function. F of x equals 2x plus 8 when x is between negative 4 and negative 2, including negative 4, and x squared when x is in between negative 2 and 3, and x equals 3. Thank you for checking out my videos. Have a great day.